After an easy win in week 1, it took all 4 quarters for Harper to improve to 2-0 as the Armadillos fought hard but didn't have enough in the end. Let's check out the highlights.
Harper entered the second half trailing 6-0 as the Armadillos scored on a scoop-and score off their own interception as the only points of the first half. The Horns moved the ball to open the second half, but their drive stalled after a fumble. However, they got things going quickly after that, led by Dylan Sibbles. The sophomore running back's going to take this ball. He's going to cut to the outside, race down the sidelines, and trust me, he has the speed to outrun the San Saba defense, although he was stopped at the 2-yard line on this one. There'll be no problems for Harper getting in. Quarterback Chance Lang, he's going to run the option keeper. He sneaks in, gets in the board. PAT good, 7-6 Harper. Here comes Sibbles again. This one capped it off, 21-6 Longhorns.
He does so much for us. He's a sophomore kid. He kicks for us. He carries the ball for us. He plays middle linebacker for us. I'm glad he's on our team, and that kid is an ultimate competitor, and he was going to find a way to help our guys win and get in the end zone.
The win moved Harper to 2-0 on the season. The Longhorns will be looking to make it a perfect 3-0 next week when they travel to El Dorado. Meanwhile, Tivy was looking to avoid going 0-2 as they headed south to take on Del Rio, and that's where we pick up the scoreboard.
For the second straight week, the Antlers suffered a fourth-quarter heartbreak as Del Rio scored on a 61-yard touchdown pass late in the fourth quarter to pull out their first win over the Antlers in 17 years, 14-7. Lance Ford scored on a 13-yard touchdown run for the Antlers' only points. Tivy is home next week for their home opener as they host San Angelo Central. Fredericksburg was at home for their home opener in week 2, and they took it to Austin Travis, winning 49-21. The Billies' offense was led by Tristan Sanchez, who scored 4 touchdowns, 3 of them on the ground and 1 of them through the air. Comfort picked up their first win of the season in their home opener as well as the Bobcats shut out Salado 20-0. Jason Faulkner scored 3 touchdowns on the ground to lead the way for Comfort. It was worth the wait for Center Point as the Pirates finally got to take the field for the first time in 2016, and they took it to Brooks Academy 50-0. The CP defense held the Tigers to just 75 yards of total offense. Meanwhile, the Pirates' offense was on point. Walters, Kitchens each scored 2 touchdowns. Damian Phillips with the highlight of the night, an interception return for a touchdown for the defensive end. OLH started fast, but they didn't finish that way. The Hawks had an early lead, but saw San Antonio Winston take control of the game in the second quarter as they lost their first game of the season 72-27. Griffin Forty and John Tran each scored a pair of touchdowns for the Hawks. Ingram had another tough challenge on their hand as they traveled to take on Austin Hyde Park. And unfortunately for the Warriors, they suffered another tough loss as they dropped this one 51-17. Ingram is back at it next week against Bandera.